we've taken too much time. Baby Charlie and I are going to welcome Master Gadu to Lake Harriet Spiritual Community. Please give it up.
Thank you. Hi, Charlie. So thank you so much for inviting me. Thank you, Gary, for inviting me again. I think last time I was here, I think it was either snowing or right after big snow or something like that. So thank you so much for coming in today. I know the traveling could be, it's a little bit challenging. So let's start with a little meditation to kind of ground ourselves. So close your eyes and relax. And bring your focus to your heart. And see the beautiful light shining in your heart. Focusing on this light, take 3 gentle deep breaths. And with each breath, feel this light is growing bigger and brighter, bigger and brighter. And your whole body is in the light. Feel from head to toe, every part of your body is shining so beautifully in this light. This is the light of your unconditional love, the light of limitless healing energy. Feel every part of your body. Every cell in your body is filled with this light. In this light, feel your connection to your body. Feel your connection to the earth. And feel your connection to the heaven, to the universe, to the divine. And let go of your stress. Let go of the tension of driving down here. Let go of planning what you're gonna do after this. And just bring your focus back to this moment. You're here right now. And bring your focus back to your heart. Feel the light shining so beautifully in this light. And take a gentle deep breath. And slowly open your eyes. All right. So, how many people know Qigong? How many people never heard of Qigong? It's the first time. How many people sort of heard about Qigong, or you have no idea who I am and what I'm talking about? Great. So I'm going to introduce myself a little bit. So I introduce what I'm going to talk about. So I'm a Qigong practitioner. So Qigong is a Chinese energy healing technique or energy balancing technique. And history of Qigong go back to like thousands of years. So it's been practiced in China for many, many, many years. And there are so many types of Qigong. But it's really the idea of Qigong. It comes from the same place. It's about everything in the universe is a form of energy. And it's really about the balance. You've seen the yin-yang sign, right? It's back there, The yin-yang sign means balance. It's not about too much of this or too much of that. It's a harmony. It's a constant motion, too. So Qigong is a way to bring harmony into your life. And I study with my teacher, Master Chunyi Lin, the style of Qigong called Spring Forest Qigong. So my teacher is here. He lives in Cheska, and he has been in the Twin City for 25 years. This is our 25th anniversary of Spring Forest Qigong. So in May, we have a big celebration. And really, my teacher talks about how you're going to cultivate this healing energy, because we already have this healing energy inside us. When you cut your fingers, you don't really need to do anything, right? You just need to wait. Put the Band-Aid so you're not going to soil your clothes. If you have a cold, really, there's nothing you need to do. You have to rest. Oftentimes, we try to do stuff by taking medicine. It's just suppressing the symptoms, so you don't have to pretend like you need rest, right? But then, all you really need to do is just rest. You've seen those dogs and cats, when they are sick, they just, right? They don't do anything. They don't even eat sometimes, because they know how to heal themselves. So Qigong is a way to cultivate this healing energy. So my teacher said, everyone's born a healer. And what makes Spring Forest Qigong really special for me is the way Master Lin talks about what activates this qi, the healing energy inside us, is unconditional love, kindness, forgiveness, and compassion. So there's a relationship with this month's theme too, okay? So today, I'm going to talk a little bit about unconditional love. What is unconditional love? So, you know what love is, right? Especially the Valentine's Day is close, so you see just love, 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 love everywhere, right? The heart everywhere you go. But there are so many types of love. Like most essential form of love is love for your family and love for your friend and love for your community, right? Without it, our society just fall apart. But it's a conditional love. It's more like, I love you because there's a reason you love. So there's nothing wrong with that, but then how about beyond that? When someone actually falls, like this time of the year, people fall all over the place. If you see somebody fall, you're not going to wait and say, like, hey, am I related to you somehow? Do I know you? Are you friend of friend of friend? Are we connected through Facebook? You're not going to ask that, right? You're just going to go, hey, are you okay? If you see an animal on the side of a road, maybe hit by a car or something, you just feel pain in your heart. And feel, oh, because unconditional love is already built in us. It's just part of us. But then how are you going to cultivate this unconditional love? I was asking I'm a Japanese, and my teacher and my teacher's wife, Deborah, who's also a CEO of Spring Forest Qigong, they're Chinese. Well, Deborah Taiwanese. So I asked them, how you write the character of unconditional love. So I thought, because sometimes unconditional love is, I can read the Chinese character, but it's kind of hard to translate into a Chinese character because of the meaning. So I was wondering, how you actually write unconditional love in Chinese character. So I thought maybe it's like a, character of true love. Maybe that's, means unconditional love. But then Deborah told me No, actually, the character of unconditional love is a word of means nothing and heart. So sometimes in this country, in English, if you see nothing, heart, like no heart, that's horrible. I want heart. But no, in Asian language, the word nothing is like connected to emptiness. So it's heart without attachment. So oftentimes, we try to love things or people, but there is a little bit sense of attachment there. Right? You say, I love you, but sometimes I love you actually means, do you love me? Sometimes my husband say I love you, and I say, oh, thank you, and he get mad at me. What do you mean, you don't love me? Oh, I thought you said you were loving me. I say, thank you, because you love me. But then when you are unconditional, you just send love for no reason, without asking anything in return. But it sounds like some bunch of words. So I want you to actually feel that. Because unconditional love is not an emotion. Like we say, oh, I love kitty, or I love iPod, or I love, Brad Pitt, or whatever. It's actually a state of being. So I want you to feel this unconditional love. So let's do a little meditation. So now close your eyes. And bring your focus to your heart. And see the beautiful light shining in your heart. Focusing on this light, take 3 gentle deep breaths. And with each breath, feel this light is growing bigger and brighter, bigger and brighter. And your whole body is in the light. And in this light, I want you to think of something you love so much. Whether it's a person, or place, or thing, or memory, or whatever. Think of something you love so much. And feel the love in every part of your body. Notice how that feels. When you think of someone or something you love so much, how you feel, how love feels in your head, in your eyes, how love feels in your neck and shoulders, in your hands, how love feels in your spine, in your chest, how love feels in your inner organs, like your lungs, your liver, your stomach. When you think of something you love so much, how this love feels in your pelvis, your leg, your feet. Feel every part of your body. Every cell in your body is filled with this beautiful, beautiful love. And just feel the love in your body. And now focus on just this feeling and just let go of the object of your love. Just feel this sensation of love for the sake of love. Lovely sound. No problem. Feel this love for the sake of love. Feel this energy of love, light of love in your body. And take a deep breath. And slowly open your eyes. How does that feel? So when you let go of, just focus on this feeling of love without any attachment. That's unconditional love. And you just focus on that. And we're going to do a little more meditation today. But then how we can feel this love. We can feel so much love for ourselves and others. But if you don't do anything about it, it's just a nice ideas, right? So then the forgiveness, kindness is love in action. Sometimes forgiveness is difficult because we get caught up in this idea. I don't want to let go. I don't want to forgive this person. This person was horrible. They did horrible things to me. Or you can't forgive yourself. Oh, I have done this. I made this ginormous mistake. I cannot let go. But again, in unconditional love, without attachment, you just let go of this attachment to the story. It doesn't mean you have to forget everything. No. Because any stories you have experienced in your life, you can learn something from it. If someone did horrible things to you, you learned, stay out of those people. Or you're not going to do that same thing to other people. So you learned a big lesson there. But then sometimes we get caught up on the story itself so much, the emotional part of the story so much, that we can't even get to the place of, oh, I learned something from this. It's just that, I met somebody who divorced his wife 20 years ago, and his wife is still mad at him. And now they have to get together and then celebrate the daughter's wedding. I'm like, 20 years? Oh my gosh. And some people, just like, oh, my brother stole $5 from me when I was 5, and she's 70 years old. Still can't let go. So instead of trying to make things complicated, in Qigong practice, everything is energy. So now we just transform this energy into something like a butterfly, or something beautiful. Because there is no good or bad energy. It's just the energy. Certain energy you need, certain energy you don't need. Because when you say good or bad, then judgment, we tend to think things in a dualistic way. Good, bad, right, left, up, down. And our emotional response to it is actually create more attachment. When you say this is bad energy, now all of a sudden there is a fear. And when you fear something, you're more attached to than when you're not. So you just let go of your fear or anger, worries, all that, and just transform whatever the story, into something beautiful, just release it. Okay? So let's do that. So now close your eyes. And now bring your focus to your heart. See the beautiful light in your heart. Focusing on this light, take 3 gentle deep breaths. With each breath, feel this light is growing bigger and brighter, bigger and brighter. And your whole body is in the light. This is the light of your unconditional love. The light of limitless healing energy. Now focus back into the feeling of unconditional love, love without attachment. Feel every part of your body, every cell in your body is filled with this beautiful light of unconditional love. And in this light, any stories, any memories, any negative experiences you had in your life, see them transform into beautiful butterflies, flying out of your body, going away back to the universe. See hundreds and thousands of beautiful butterflies flying out of your body. And you say goodbye to them. Say to those butterflies, thank you. Thank you so much for being with me all these years, guiding me, helping me. But at this point in my life, I don't need this energy anymore. So thank you and goodbye. And see those beautiful butterflies flying all the way back to the ends of the universe. And feel your heart is so much lighter. You have more space in your heart for more love, more joy, more peace. And now bring your focus back to your heart. Take a deep breath. And slowly open your eyes. So, forgiveness, it's a gift you will give to yourself. That's why it's called forgiving, not for taking. But when you forgive, you have to forgive yourself. entirely. So that means if you can't forgive someone or something yet, you forgive yourself for that. Don't get attached to good or bad or, oh, I'm not good enough or none of that. You just keep forgiving. Because we are all perfectly imperfect, right? We are always on the way somewhere. We are always growing. So let go of the judgment, let go of the attachment to whatever you are supposed to be or you have to or you must. Get rid of it. That get in the way. And just be kind as much as you can, in your thought, in your word, in your action. Sometimes, the Midwesterns are passive-aggressive, right? Japanese are like that too, so I understand passive-aggressiveness. But so sometimes such and such is so, when you're with somebody else, like, oh, hi, how are you? And then behind their back, I'm like, oh, that lady is horrible. Or in the South, I think they say horrible thing, and then at the end always say, oh, bless her heart, or something like that. Or something like that, right? So we sometimes do this. But then focus on a kind thought, kind word, and kind action. It's all these things need practice. You're not going to be able to forgive or forget or change your behavior just like that. That's why the practice. Qigong, the word Qigong, the gong part. Qi means energy, Qi means, it's kind of a universal force, air, blood, there's all sorts of meaning to it. The gong means study, to practice. So without practice, it's not Qigong. So it's not just fancy ideas, So this, again, like everything else, practice make it perfect. So now I want to talk a little bit about compassion. So with your heart of non-attachment, with your love without attachment, with forgiveness, so what is compassion then? Oftentimes people think that compassion is about feeling others' pain. There's one part of it is that, but it's more about understanding others' pain. Because if you're just feeling the pain, it's just you feel horrible, and that's the end of it. Some people are very empathetic. They just feel too much of other people's pain, but then it became their pain. Or sometimes you project your pain on top of that, so it gets out of balance. So in Qigong, you have to keep your emotion in balance. If you're feeling others' pain and you are going out of balance, then it's not healthy for you. But it's also then, if you're just feeling others' pain, our tendency is to only feel pain for those who are weak. Or you think it's weaker than you, actually. But then you don't feel the pain of who you think is your oppressor. You're not going to feel pain for your enemy. But then that's not unconditional love, is it? Right? Because think about those people who does horrible things, or you consider them a jerk. What kind of pain they have to go through to become that? Because that's not natural state of being. Of course, some people are, some gene, more tendency to be sociopathic or antisocial, but still the environment makes a big difference. So what kind of a pain they had to go through to become that? So then you can actually extend your compassion for those, who might be, you consider them as oppressor. Nowadays, in our political climate, they tend to be that way, right? Oh, this person. Again, we get so caught up in this good or bad dualistic way. So then, if you like somebody, then you have to automatically hate somebody else. I'm this party, and then so these people are horrible, they're enemy, they're something wrong with them. But then other side also think the same way. So then there is no harmony there. Because neither of us is extending our compassion toward the other. So my friend, my good friend, she's a very wise woman. She told me, when she deals with some people who are difficult, you see them as a children. For example, our president. Imagine him as a young little kid trying to get attention. Probably the parents, I don't know how nurturing they were. So what kind of things he had to go through to become who he is now? So when you think of that way, it's not as painful to think, oh, I can extend the compassion to those. Because with children, even they're misbehaving, you're like, oh, this kid's a brat. But you're not going to be like, oh, this horrible, So try that. Yes, of course.
My question is, though, as we see the injustice of what's going on, and we feel compelled to take action, how do we balance that?
Yes, that's great. Yeah, thank you for the question. Unconditional love doesn't mean you let go of injustice. You don't have to like something. You don't like somebody, but you love them anyway. But when there is an injustice, you react with love instead of with anger. Sometimes we say, oh, fight for peace. Oxymorons. You can't fight for peace. If you are fighting, wherever you are, you're still fighting. Like sometimes people get so angry that you're not vegetarian, you're horrible, or whatever. If your anger is inside you, doesn't matter whatever you think your cause is right, you always react with anger. But if your love is in the base, it doesn't mean you're going to let go of the injustice, but then you do something, but from the place of love, not from the place of anger or hate or worries. Nowadays, a lot of people are so worried about everything. Oh, world is ending. What are we going to do with Earth and all that stuff? But think about it. Earth is 4.5 billion years old. We are only this much in the history of Earth. Earth can take care of itself. We got to take care of ourselves, our children, our grandchildren, our great-grandchildren. Earth went through, ice age. Heat. We can't deal with that. So then, how are we gonna approach our lives from from unconditional love and place of kindness and forgiveness and compassion, and not from the place of worries and angers and fear? And it's amazing, because our community, the Spring Forest Qigong community, we does blessing every year. My teacher will take Tibetan monks to a cruise and bless the water. And he broadcasted, and thousands of people join. So instead of reacting to what's happening in the world with fear and anger and worry, we send love to everywhere. We send love to Australia, within a couple of days the rain came. Sometimes a storm came and we do group meditation, and then sometimes storm go whee, and then go somewhere else. That happens when we actually approach things from love. Things happen. Same is true. If we approach things with place of anger and fear, things happen. So we need to shift our consciousness, shift our approach. But I want you to feel that. So now, close your eyes and relax. And again, bring your focus to your heart. And see the beautiful light shining in your heart. Focusing on this light, take 3 gentle deep breaths. And with each breath, feel this light is growing bigger and brighter, bigger and brighter. And your whole body is in the light. This is the light of your unconditional love. Light of limitless healing energy. Tune into this feeling of unconditional love. Love without any attachment. Feel this energy in your body. And in this light, again, you let go of any blockages in your heart, any stories, memories, any negative emotions, doubt, fear, worries. See them all transform into beautiful butterflies flying out of your body. Going back to the ends of the universe. Feel your heart is so open. You are filled with love, filled with joy, and filled with peace. And feel this light is growing even bigger and brighter, bigger and brighter. Feel this light filling this room. In this light, in your unconditional love, you're blessing everyone here. And you are being blessed by everyone else. And this light continue to grow bigger and brighter, bigger and brighter. Bigger than this country, filling up this entire world. And in this light of unconditional love, you're blessing every being on this earth. And feel you are being blessed by the earth and every being on this planet. And this light continue to grow bigger and brighter. Bigger and brighter. Spread to the entire universe. And feel you are in the light, and the light is in you. You and the light are one. You are in the universe, and the universe is in you. You and the universe are one. Feel in this light the unconditional love of the universe. And you surrender yourself to this unconditional love. And gently bring your focus back to your heart. Take a deep breath. And slowly open your eyes. Thank you so much. Right. So now everyone just feel through your hands the person next to you. Feel their life. Feel where they come from, their parents, relatives, friends. Even just few of us here gathered together, but we are all connected. And we are connected to the whole world. You are never alone. And with all of us together, whatever the issues or challenges we face in our lives, we can overcome. So whatever the issues you're carrying in your bag, with the support of community, you release them. So now bring your hands up and then just release. bring your hand together and bow to each other. Thank you so much.